Hello, wonderful, amazing video game type people, and welcome to Betrayal at Krondor, the first game in my new The List series. So, stay tuned because I'll be uploading list videos every Tuesday and Friday. Different game every time. Woo! Alright, what better game to start with than one of the greatest games of all time, Betrayal at Krondor. Wow, it's amazing! It's so good! It's so good! And I'm not even going to turn down the music, because the music is incredible! Listen to that, folks. Just listen to that music. Oh, there we go. Okay, so here's the thing. That music, sometimes I still, to this day, just listen to the soundtrack every once in a while, because it's amazing. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. Okay, so, greatest game of all time, one of them, totally. Best storyline ever, bar none. This game's storyline was so good that Raymond E. Feist, the author of the world in which this game takes place, decided, hey, what the hell, I'll just write the book. Okay, so get this. They worked with Raymond E. Feist on making this game when this story did not exist. And then he decided, hey, that was such a great game, I'll just write the book. So you can read the book. I've read it. It's incredible. Raymond E. Feist is a good writer, a very good fantasy writer, and he's got a great world. I should actually read them all. I can't believe I haven't done that yet. But anyways, the book is called Krondor the Betrayal, and it's basically the novel form of this game based on this game. Crazy, right? So no, it really is the best story ever. It's a ridiculously fun game. I mean, this is just the kind of game you don't get anymore. So I gotta stop blathering on, and let's get right into it. I'm gonna try and keep this episode fairly short, maybe hopefully a half an hour, and give you guys a taste of Betrayal at Krondor. I mean, it's definitely the kind of game that, how does one put this? You really have to play. You have to play it through at least once, and it's a really fun game. So, let's do it. Chapter 1, Into a Dark Night. I think that there are 9 chapters in total. Blood-soaked rags collected at the boy's feet. One by one, he tended the wincing soldier's purple wounds, stitched, salved, bandaged, did what little he could in the leaping, golden halo of firelight. Fortunately for his roadside patient, he could do more than most. Fingers slick with alum ointment, he worked fervently to tie off a catgut cord, then brushed the injury with a light touch that to the untrained eye would seem only a friendly pat. Others would recognize the telltale hand gesture as a magical ward against infection. Done, Owen sighed, wiping his hand in a rust-colored cloth. No guarantees, though. The stitches may hold all the way to Lamut, and then again, push too hard and you could be bleeding like a stuck pig on Midsummers. You did fine, Senior Lockdoor replied, smiling approval before rolling down his sleeve. It'll scar, but it's good for a noble's reputation. Lets the kingdom folk know he isn't resting on his laurels, and it impresses the ladies. I'll be sure to look you up in Tyburn if ever I need stitching up again. The boy accepted the compliment with a humble nod while he packaged away the rest of his medical supplies. His thoughts focused instead on a third man who slumped in the shadows across from them. Despite the manacles that bound the stranger's hands and the distance that separated them, the boy felt dreadfully exposed. His avenues of escape limited should Locklear's elven-looking prisoner decide to liberate himself. What did he do? Owen whispered, jerking his head towards the man. Gorath? Let's just say that he had the disadvantage of being at the wrong place at the wrong time, Locklear said, cautiously. He snatched a greenish apple out of his knapsack, offering one to Owen. I have to take him to Krondor. Did he kill someone? Owen asked. No. He attacked you? The senior wiped apple juice from his mouth, shook his head. No, not exactly. Well, who cut you up then? Before Locklear could reply, Gorath leapt forward, his chains writhing between his wrists like metallic vipers. Get out from underfoot, Owen! Assassin in the camp! Do not struggle so, Hasseth. I wish to keep you alive. But be glad I do not. The goddess of death will show you greater mercy. Escort Gorath to Krondor. There we go. We have our objectives, folks, and there you go. That is, what an intro. What an amazing, amazing intro. I mean, am I right? Am I right or am I right? I know I'm right. Okay. in media res, I believe is the official word for it. In the middle of things. So let's go over this real quick. We've got 3 characters. We have Locklear and Owen and Gorath. And Locklear has to escort Gorath to the capital of the kingdom, Krondor. So this is the map screen. This is the world map screen. Look at that. There's Krondor. We're over here next to Yabon and Lamut. And in fact, I believe you can actually travel pretty much everywhere throughout the course of the game. Everywhere on this map. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. The blue cities are ones that have their own map. Okay? You'll see what I mean when we get there. But the blue ones, they're special. They're generally bigger cities. The little red dots are ones that you can just walk through in-game. Okay? And then, right, okay, yeah, we've looked at the world map. Let's get right into it. That's how you rest. Here's the inventory screen. As you can see, we've got Kingdom Armor. Pretty beat up on these guys. They've been traveling for a while. We have 14 Sovereigns and 3 Royals. That's the currency. Sovereigns are gold, Royals are copper, silver, whatever, what you will. These bad boys here will heal you. Okay? Those are, what are they called? Everything is so wonderful. The world is really well created. Restoratives. And you can right-click and everything gets a nice description. There's just tons of really great writing in this game. So definitely amazing. The combat's really fun too. Everything it's an incredible game. A comforting warmth blanketed Locklear as he shook the vial of restorative fluid, its magical effects radiating up the length of his arm and then down through his limbs and torso. He would, of course, have to swallow the liquid to reap benefits of its healing powers. And I just have to double left-click on it. Anyways, the other thing you want to see is this right here. Okay? And you can just left-click to go through them. Owen has spells. Right now, these are the spells. Those are sort of the different schools of spells. Different spell symbols, I guess. Health, stamina. The way the game works is that once your health starts going down, that's actually going to affect everything. So as your health goes down, you get weaker, which is really cool, and very few games actually do that ever. Right? Stamina, you use that every time you attack. So eventually, when you get really tired, you'll just start draining your health. Your speed, everything will go down. You can see speed, strength, those things will go up over time because it is an RPG. And here, if you click on a sword, you'll notice it goes red. That means that you're focusing on that. So let's go ahead and set accuracy melee for Gorath and Locklear, and accuracy casting for Owen. I think that'll do as focus for now, even though, admittedly, we'll want to set stealth as focus for all 3 of them in a little bit. Maybe I should just keep it at that. Well, I guess I'll do that now. Might as well. Stealth, scouting. It's not great to have too many things that you're focusing on, but I think that'll work. It's better to focus than not to focus, and it's best to focus on just one thing. So if we just focused on accuracy casting, it would go up really fast, and that would be really cool. But focusing on stealth and scouting isn't an awful thing at all. I guess we could just leave it. Well, no, we won't. I want both of them. Let's try this for now, and then we'll switch it to accuracy melee once we see combat up ahead. If you actually micromanage them a little bit like that, your characters will thank you for it later. You can also right-click on things in front of you. Gorath frowned. It's a body. We might want to look it over. So if you left-click, Owen looked for supplies. Feeling a bit like a vulture, he turned the body this way and that as he searched for anything that might be of use to them on their journey. All in all, he whispered that if he were the dead man, it wouldn't matter to him any longer what happened to his belongings. So you always have to right-click and check rations because they might be spoiled or poisoned. I'm not actually going to read everything out to you guys. I will, maybe over the course of the game. if I end up doing a proper Let's Play of this game, which I probably won't. But anyways, you can walk around, and if you click that button, it'll lock you to the path. Gorath seemed distant. Though the Moradel warrior didn't appear grieved about killing the assassin that had followed them from the Northlands, his eyes had a baleful look in them that seemed something between hatred and rage. Several times he glanced back at the corpse that lay behind them in the dust, his thoughts unguessable from his expression. Do you wish to bury him? We could do that. It is not our way. I simply am somewhat disturbed that he should come after me. He was a kinsman. There are other things that trouble me as well. Delican's assistants are slow but not altogether stupid. Another like Hasseth, and you'll only have my corpse to drag before your Prince Eretha. Sorry, you don't get off that easy. As long as you are under my command, you are forbidden to die, Moradel. I've gone far too much trouble keeping you alive to bury you now. It's time that we took the chains off of you. It'll be far easier for you to defend yourself if your hands are free to swing a sword again. You're not just going to set him free, are you? I thought you said he was your prisoner. He is my prisoner, Owen, but the circumstances are terribly complicated. Even if he chose to sneak off, he'd be lucky to make it to the next town alive. This is the third such assassin we've run into since we left the Northlands, and I have a feeling that more will be waiting for us. He will be much safer with me, and I with him. As the boy would be. If he were to whisper the wrong word in the wrong ear, he could easily be the death of us. Me? Who am I going to talk to? I'm not even heading in the same direction. It wouldn't be a matter of who you talk to, Owen. There will be ears listening for word of a Mordell traveling with a noble. Damnation! I should have thought about this when you entered camp. For the time being, you're my squire. Once we arrive safely at the palace, you'll be free to go your own way. But I have pressing business in Tyburn. This is not a subject of debate. We must get to Krondor. My mission is of critical importance, and I don't have time to improvise an easy solution. The only other possible option would be to slit your throat and leave you dying. I have absolutely no desire to do that. Now let's get moving before Delacan's assassins catch our scent again. They'll likely come looking when Hasseth doesn't return from his mission. Oh, great, great storyline. Okay, this is the bookmark button. Left click to save bookmark file. Yeah, thanks. Alright. So, what can we do? Some obvious ones. We're really close to Yabin, so we'll go check Yabin, and then we'll go into Lamut after that. Gosh, this is an amazing, amazing game. I should just play the whole damn thing. It's a long game, but it is so amazing. Okay, so here, these are the little... Yeah, I'd guess it's a way marker. It is. Yabin. That was right click and then left click. So this is what most towns look like in the game. You can just kind of walk through. It's best if we move through town as quickly as possible. I left a wedding party here not too long ago, and it might raise unpleasant questions if I were seen here again. We may need supplies. There's a shop here called the Crossroads where we might be able to pick up a few things. Otherwise, we should be cautious. Alright, so usually you like to go through towns, and with the exception of a few special buildings, you want to pretty much click on all of them. This is what shops look like. A bell rang. No sooner had Lochner managed to get the door open than he found the shopkeeper was escorting him inside. Everywhere Lochner looked, polished metal gleamed, as much a temple to war as any temple of Tith. The cramped shop offered a startling variety of weapons and armor. Oh, look at this stuff. Can't afford any of it, but oh, it is beautiful. And we don't have much to... Nothing to sell yet either, but an early great sword from here can really make the game a lot easier. And so there are lots of different stores. Private residence. Doesn't seem that anyone's about. Luck's with us. Lochner knocked on the moment. For a long moment he leaned against the doorframe as he waited, positioning himself so he could listen for the sounds of any stirrings inside. When at last it was evident no one was coming, he stepped back with a shrug. Doesn't seem that anyone's about, Lochner said. Oh, okay, there we go. I thought there might actually be something there. Definitely not a good idea. This is my aunt's house. As much as I would enjoy the opportunity to explain why I'm traveling with a mortal, I think we should leave. Ooh, by the way, mortal are kind of the dark elves, I guess, is the best way to put them. They're elves, and they're not the good guys, they're the bad guys. And if we go to the map up here, they all live up in the north here. I think, yeah, Sar-Sargoth is their capital. And the guy they're talking about, Delacan, is the warlord right now of kind of uniting the tribes up in the north. The building appears to have been abandoned. They locked up after themselves. Think we should take a shot at opening it up? Yes, please. So, this guy here, he's a badass. I think Lochner's the best lockpick in the group. Yeah. So we'll just put him lockpick, and then we're going to go like this. This lockmaker knew what he was doing. It's beyond my ability. I can't open it. Oh, okay, that sucks. Coincidentally, that's the key. With a pleasant click, the key turned in the metal lock. Let's take a look at what's inside. With the lock successfully picked, Lochner pushed open the door and they entered the small building. Looks like this used to be some sort of laundry shop, but apparently it has gone out of business. Let's take a look around. Woo! We got a nice new pair of armor. There we go, now we've all got armor. Alright, and the nifty thing... put it back on stealth and scouting, I guess. Stealth is really cool once you can get to high levels of it. Anyways, I guess that's it for now in Yabin. We always have to keep our eyes open for chests, too, okay? Because there are some really cool chests that... It was one of the best parts of the game. Ooh, I'm gonna save it. Something feels fishy. But no, there are these mortal chests, they're called, and you have to figure out the answer to a riddle to unlock the chest. Okay, there we go. We see some enemies up ahead, right? So there we go. The Mordell warrior hadn't noticed them. It's anybody's guess whether he's out to kill us or is just taking a stroll somewhere. Probably best if we try to avoid him. So no, we're going to left-click on him. They agreed to attack. Going over the plan as quickly as possible, Locklear laid out a simple strategy. We're set then. Let's just hope our advance is undetected or our advantage will be lost. Okay, so now I'm going to... let's actually just put them into... well, you know, we could actually... We have a shot at gaining some stealth, but we'll gain some stealth anyways. So... let's go ahead and put everyone on their melee accuracy and casting accuracy. And now we just have to hope that the dice rolls go in our favor. The enemy was waiting for them. They've seen us! Locklear shouted. I guess he shouted, so he says, "They've seen us!" He shifted his concentration to two places. His legs, making certain of his stance and balance, and his opponents, wondering how it was that they had not been surprised. Immediately, all such thoughts were pushed aside as the enemy swept into their ranks. So sometimes you can actually get the jump on them when you select them, like I did. Okay, so Owen can't cast a spell because there's a person next to him. There you can see there's two types of attacks. There's thrust and there's swing. Okay, thrust, and it's exactly what it sounds like. Thrust is usually lower damage and higher accuracy, so that's what we'll go for. That's unfortunate. No! Okay, this isn't going great. What I'm actually going to do with Owen is I'm going to put Owen in defense. There we go, we got one. Nice. You can even hear the sound of the defense. Also, the heart rests and restores stamina or health, so it's all really cool. That's the runway button. That's the assessment button. So if we were to, we could use that to assess one of the enemies and figure out what their health looks like based on how good. There you go. Yeah. Left clicking on this button allows the current character to inspect one enemy, but it does take up a turn, and we don't want that. No, stop. I don't want you to assess. I don't want you to assess. You know what? Just defend. Nice. Gorath is really good, and Owen's decent at defending for now. This guy's almost dead. And you'll notice, too, that as we hit them, it gets easier to hit them. Because as their health goes down, so do all their stats, which means that their defense stat is going to go down as well. Alright, Gorath is moving. Ooh, that was dirty. Okay, we're gonna have Owen. We're gonna have Owen move there. Okay. You're gonna hit, and Gorath is gonna hit. There we go, that's what I was hoping for. Which leaves us to use Owen's blind spell, and it does call... This is how spellcasting works, okay? You pick your symbol, and these little signs, and you get to learn tons of more spells as you go through the game. And you'll switch characters too, so it's really cool. It costs 2 health, or stamina, and that's it. Blinds target for a short time. It's the earliest, simplest, best spell that you could ever possibly start with. So now he's not going to get to move for a little bit. And as you could see, actually, let's get up on him. I'm going to start using Swing with everyone, because Swing actually increases strength. The battle was won. Search the bodies. They may have valuable supplies, Locklear suggested, then amended. And make it quick. If there are more of them waiting out there, let's not be here when they return. Alright, so we're going to look through their bodies. And it's just the same writing as always, but this time it's Gorath feeling like a vulture. So there you go. We're getting tons of neat loot that we can sell later. See? Spoiled rations. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. But the stench that wafted from the open parcel was more than enough to turn Owen's stomach. Yep. So we're not gonna... We're gonna just leave those rations. If you actually take those rations, you would end up getting sick. We can't have that. That was really cool. Oh! Is there something there? No. Man, I really want a Mordell chest. I'm sure there's one somewhere around here. That's part of the reason we're going north first instead of going down to Lamut. Oh, there's one of these. Oh, there's a guy. There's a guy. Okay, we've agreed on our attack. You always want to do that, because if you don't, then even if you do get as close as you can get, you'll just end up getting attacked, right? No matter what. If you haven't targeted them specifically, right? So, yeah, Gorath shook his head, staring at Owen in disbelief. Yes, that is the group we picked out. Weren't you listening before? Now, be quiet and stick to the plan or we'll lose our advantage. Yeah, exactly. So, we're going to keep it... Yeah, okay, we'll leave it at that. Let's see what happens. The Mordell warrior grinned, sidestepping their surprise attack to try to gain the higher ground. He waggled a mocking forefinger at Locklear, his eyes alight with bloody eagerness. Fine, Locklear said, preparing for battle. Then we shall do this the hard way. We're okay. Run away. not standing next to them, you can only thrust. There we go, 2 stamina gained. We're gonna swing. We're just gonna go ahead and keep swinging. Ooh, I don't like that. Let's go ahead and blind him. And how are we doing? Yeah, we're doing good. Nice. Oh, gorgeous. Yeah, if you can do it, always hit with the swing because you want to boost your strength. That's going to make a big difference as you go. There's a lot of these little tricks that you can use during the game to really just super boost your party. The battle was won. Search the body for supplies. Alright, let's see what we have. Ooh, another peasant's key. The reason that key worked on that luck, you'll actually start to recognize which locks go with which keys. That was definitely that kind. Ooh. We should go down this little path here. See where that goes. Also, it's getting dark. We're gonna have to eat and sleep and stuff. Nope, the occupant slipped out. Okay, well we can rest here for now. And there you can see you can rest until healed. Everyone needs their rations, so we'll have to actually distribute them as we go. Garsh, give me a chest game. Oh, look, there's a dead guy. A bird shot into the sky. Searching the landscape for the source of the animal's discomfort, Gorath whispered. I think we might do well to pay attention to that little creature. Whatever startled it may be close at hand. If we continue in the direction we are currently headed, I suggest we do so with great caution. Alright, so this is where like scouting / stealth really comes into play. So now that we have this, I'm going to switch everybody to stealth and see if we can use that. I think there's a... Uh-oh. There was trouble up ahead. Unable to pinpoint the source of his anxiety immediately, Locklear motioned for a halt. Be wary. You may have wandered into a trap. Oh, I love these. Oh. It was a trap. Wow. Okay, so here's what's really cool. That dude right there is a spellcaster. Okay, he's a Morvel spellcaster, and this is a trap. There are tons of these throughout the game. What's really fun here, though, is this. I have a spell called Invitation, which pulls target forward. So I'm going to use 1 health and stamina. Oh yeah, you can see what this is. So the red ones, you don't want to get between the 2 red ones, you don't want to get between the 2 green ones, because this is what'll happen. Boom, baby. That's it. Now we actually have to get through this. At least 1 character through it safely to show that we're not nimwits and we understand how to get through this trap. So this is a very easy, basic trap. There we go. The battle was won. And it's that kind of thing. The spells are really cool, so you get to do lots of cool, fun stuff like that. Let's see what we have. So we have a Mortal Brooch, which is essentially a gemstone. And the percent means how nice the gemstone is. And we've just upgraded to a new weapon. What's really cool about the weapon here is if you look at the more info, this is actually a racial mod for elves. Okay? And so, coincidentally, it's good for Gorath, because, guess what? He's an elf. Oh, there's also background info on them. So I'm going to just give that to Gorath. Woo! Now, Lord and me, oh my, where is that? Oh, we're going south now. Let's go back this way. Oh, gold. Yeah. Oh, the rations are good. And another sword. I guess I'm just picking everything up because it's all gold. You know? That's loot, man. Oh. Am I going the wrong way? Yeah, I am going the wrong way. Okay. I'm actually just gonna spend some time up in these areas, because a lot of the time if you go off the beaten path, you will find treasure. That's one of those things that I really just, you know, it's an old game thing. There's so many games nowadays, just a lot of these modern games where you don't get treasure. And it breaks my heart. All right, we already checked. You know, I'm one of those people who instinctively, because of games like Betrayal at Krondor, I instinctively go off the beaten path and I explore. And there's nothing more disappointing than all these modern games where you're just meant to follow this straight path, and there's no point to veering off of it. What? 300 pounds of madman answered the door. The greasy-looking farmer said to himself, sizing up Locklear in a single glance. Should have known that some kind of stranger had to be responsible. For what? Don't play stupid. You've been keeping me up for the last 10 nights with those Rackets to the west. Locklear shook his head. I'm afraid there's been a mistake. Really, we'll be leaving you alone now. Rackets to the west. That's this way. Okay. What are these rackets to the west you speak of? Something here? Ugh, eating this would just make us sick. Yeah, no, I get that. Oh, it must have been the trap. Must have been the trap, unless there is something in here. Rackets to the west. Nah, okay. Yeah, you'll notice that when you go off and explore like this, it will get dark pretty quick. I want a treasure chest, damn it. I wonder, you know, I never really thought about this, but I bet that sneaking up on people is easier at night. Alright, here's something really cool. You can, oh, there's a chest! Oh, found a chest. You can open it. Looks like someone lost a box. Might be worth investigating. Oh, no. It's not one of those. It's not one of the special kinds of chests. Anyways, you can dig these up, and one of them actually results in a pretty tough battle. We need rest, Gorath yawned. We need rest, he said, looking for a good place to camp. If we go much farther without sleep, we might not be able to handle any unexpected surprises on the road. So now, their stamina is going to start going down. They need rest, indeed. And you need to get your full, 7 or 8 hours of sleep every night. It'll catch up with you. Just like real life. It's stuff like this, man. They're simple little things, but just, God, games don't do it anymore. Okay, I think we've just arrived in, what is this, Yabon? Where are we in? No, Tirsog. Oh, yeah, look at this. Man, I've come a pretty far way off the path that I was supposed to do. But, now, tell you what, this is why we came here. The Three Hillman Pawn, okay, has a practice loot. One of the first things you want to do in the game is you want to get Owen, who has decent barding, to play the practice loot long enough to get really good barding. Which means we actually have to be able to afford a practice loot. Which means that we're going to actually have to sell some of this stuff. Again, I think haggling is definitely an Owen kind of thing. Okay? So, Owen gets to sell everything. Now, let's see, what are you offering me for... Oh, can we actually... Yeah, no, never mind. Because I was thinking maybe we could repair some of this stuff, too. If you want, yeah, okay. Let's try it. Actually, hold on. We should actually keep the best of them. And that 91% is going to go to Locklear. 85% there. 68%. Oh. Alright. That 68% can go to Owen. Ta-da. 70%. Okay, that's cool. You want to keep the good stuff for your guys. I have no use for such an item. Oh, I don't think we get to sell... Yeah, we don't get to sell weapons here because it's a pawn shop, but we do get to sell this crap. I can only offer 2 sovereigns and 8 royals for it. Sure. No haggling? What's up with that? Hey, lady. What the hell is this? I can only offer 37. Why? Why you no haggle? Whatever. Alright, so we have 66 sovereigns. Maybe haggling is only for things that you get to buy. Anyways, yeah, this is where we get to haggle. We're going to haggle for the practice loot to go down. Although it was immediately... anyways, buy it, my price will be off with you. And we're going to keep haggling. Eventually, she'll stop offering it. See? Unavailable. And then we leave. And we come back. We get treated to some more nice music. Hey, you. Give me the loot. Oh, don't be a jerk. Actually, do I have to leave every time? No, I don't even. I just have to... Really? Give me a better price on the damn loot. You're not going to. Come on. Alright, we're not going to get a better price on this loot. That much is obvious now. Okay, I'm buying it. I'm buying it. You got what you wanted. It's yours, said the shopkeeper cheerily. You jerk. Alright, so now we're going to switch it to barding. Okay. Oh, and this is incredible. One of the best parts of the game. So, okay, we're going to switch it to barding. The thing to look out for with this whole barding thing is it takes time to practice. So I'm going to just bookmark it, double click. Owen plucked the strings of the practice lute carefully, aware his smallest mistakes were the cause of great grief to others. He could at least say he was learning, however minutely, every time he played the single tune he knew. What's really cool is that tune gets played better as Owen improves. So. And what you'll notice, the party's barding ability has increased. And that actually means that everybody else is kind of getting better, but Owen's, or I guess Owen, there we go. Everybody focus on barding for some reason. We're going to learn how to bard. 43%. Now, how much time is going by every time we play? Besides the fact that our abilities are just getting super jacked. Okay, let's do this. Let's sleep until there. There we go. Okay, now we know exactly what time it is. Okay, we've played once, and as you can see, it went over 2. Holy mama! All right, keep playing, Owen. I'm just gonna buzz on through this. Let's see how good she is. Oh, she. I said she. I meant he. As a kid, I always thought that Owen was a girl, just because he had a ponytail. Owen's getting pretty damn good. Party's barding ability has increased. There you go, 48. Yeah, keep going, gangster. And 36 sovereigns. How are we doing for time? Yeah, maybe take another nap. Locklear's running out of food. Give some food to Locklear. Give him like 4. Keep playing. The whole bard, loot. The whole loot. Use up the loot. No, not perfect, Owen. Keep going. Usually, if you use up 2 loots, you'll get Owen to a decent place. Oh, there's that mispluck. It's brutal, isn't it? Alright. Barding up to 52. Oh, well, not great, not great. Good thing the store's still open. Yeah. Thanks. You jerk who doesn't haggle. Ugh. But you can't get, you can't always get what you want. How are we doing in terms of sleep? Sleep? Sleep. Yeah, good. Nothing else. 53. Let's go. We're going to go ahead and... Oh, nope. Still not perfect. You suck. Party's barding ability has increased. I like to just let them actually sleep. Otherwise, they're just going to die. I'm pretty sure they can actually just about die from not sleeping for a couple days. Nope. Well, you know what? We're going to power through. Damn you, Owen. What the hell is this? What kind of devil work is this, Owen? What kind of devil work is this? Oh, you're at 65%. Wow, you've gone up a lot. Damn it, Owen. Yeah, so it's just a case of, I think, rolling the dice, really. I think that's it. There we go. Owen's getting pretty good. Alright, not perfect, but pretty damn good. Alright, there we go. 2 loots worth of barding on Owen, which means we can now play at taverns and make money. Which is, pretty nifty. Let's test it out, can we? Locklear rapped on the tavern door. When it was apparent no one was coming to open up, Locklear shrugged. Well, it would seem the common folk have taken Prince Aerith's laws to heart. Doors only open from midday to midnight. But I suppose someone had to ensure the farmers weren't drinking when they should be in the fields. Sometimes he really takes all the fun out of life. Alright. Whoop. We're gonna just... There you go. Tavern time. I think. Yeah. Might I interest you in some food today? Oh, no. No, it's just a food-selling tavern. That's lame. I wanted to play some music. Alright. Let's see. Before I end the game, here's what's going to happen. Oh. Oh, I didn't notice that. Lochner swallowed hard. With his heart pounding in his chest, he watched the enemy creep closer. Fighting the urge to turn around and run like hell, he forced himself to remain calm, forced himself to show no fear, despite his feelings of near panic that threatened to overwhelm him. Holy hot tamales, I didn't realize we were... These bastards snuck up on me. Alright, that's okay. That's okay. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna blind that guy. Yeah! Oh, and you just keep blinding people. Go! Nice. Okay. Thrust. Yeah. No. Alright, Owen. Go defend. You thrust away. Yeah. How are you, by the way? You got a really nice swing on those mortal lampreys. So if the swing hits, it's gorgeous. I'm gonna defend with you. Go for thrust. Come on, get that swing in. Come on. 37% chance isn't that low. Okay, thrust. Damn it. Swing! Oh, they're defending too. You can see because they're holding. So that sucks. Go for thrust. Nice. Go for swing. No defense this time. Nice. He's down. He's running. Oh, we don't want to allow that. He's going to get away. Son of a gun. I was really hoping he wouldn't. Let's pull there and see if we can... Oh, no, you know what? We're going to get him. Oh, go get him. Yes. Okay, now we're going to switch back over here. Use invitation. And we're going to use up quite a bit here, but I don't care. I don't want this guy running away. Put him back. Hit him. Nice. Oh, you think you're going to get away. You're not. Hit him. Hit him. Yes. Man down. Go for swing. Nice. Did you see that gorgeous damage? You're going to go. Boom. And finish. Oh. Alright, swing. 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 Everybody just keep swinging. Yeah. Owen's jacked. He was alive. Unsure whether it was skill or luck that had won them the fight, Lochner set aside his weapon. Though he allowed his dead opponent a wide berth while he checked on Gorath's welfare, he needed no further excitement for the day. Whew. That was awesome. That's what I love about this game, you know? Sometimes you run through and you're not paying attention, and boom, you get snuck up on. You know, that was truthfully my fault. Now, the nice thing is we can actually sell the swords, obviously, in the weapon shop on our way down, so that's fun. But I'm actually not going to in this case, because I think we can sell them in Lamut. And what I really want to do is, before I cut this episode... I'm saying this episode because this game is so much fun that I'll probably just end up playing it anyways, despite what I've said. Did we go the right way? Oh! Aha. That's why that happened. Alright, anyways, there we go. This is pretty much fast travel. Yeah, 3:12:8, we're good. Alright, let's get that beautiful bookmark in, and let's boogie down to Lamut as fast as possible so we can see what it looks like. Oh, and those dead bodies, they hang out for a bit. I think they stay throughout. They stay put for the duration of a chapter. Now this was Yabun, so we're moving pretty quick, and that's you know, it's real nice. Fast travel works well. All right, there we go. We might actually have to fight before we get to Lamut. I'm not quite sure. Oh, tell me this is one of those chests. Yes! Rough in its construction and banded with iron, the Mordell box would be impossible to open without solving its word lock. And judging by the marks on the face of the chest, others had learned this lesson after much difficulty. Look at these, are amazing. This one's really easy. Gorath scanned the runes embossed on the Mordell clue plate. Its text, their only hope of opening the difficult word lock. Now, they are written in Mordell, so if you don't have Gorath with you, you're gonna need to have someone do something. Like there's a spell that lets you read Mordell. Prince Eritha, from his lofty perch, will find our troops without a search. His men will fall, his castle too, and then what will Prince Eritha do? And there's always 4 letters on each one. It helps to know the answer. The chest thumped. Satisfied the magical locks had released, Locklear tipped open the large wooden lid. Can we actually? Nah, I didn't think so. No. No. There's not enough room. No, we'll make it happen. We do that, and now Gorath has enough room. What? Gorath, get out. You totally have enough room. What are you talking about? Nope. I will not take this. Gorath? Take the damn thing. Come on, we gotta make this happen somehow. Okay. You can, pass the restoratives over? Okay. Pass the sword. 81%. Why? I guess maybe I was wrong to think what I thought. Okay, well, we'll leave it. We'll come back for it later, but there you go. Now you've seen one of those chests, and those are really fun. Someone was calling. Recognizing the lilt of the young voice, Owen turned and looked back down the road. A young squire that he had met at a party in Yavin was trudging behind them, a pack full of scrolls slung over his shoulder. The squire waved congenially, and Owen echoed the motion. What do you think you're doing? We're trying to remain unnoticed. Damn! Locklear muttered under his breath. Try to behave as normally as possible. Since you know him, you handle him, Owen. And remember, Gorath's name is Thorgath, Owen finished irritated. I'm not a child, you know, Locklear whispered. That remains to be seen. I didn't expect to see you again quite so soon. I would have thought you all the way to Lamut by now. Would have been if the Duchess hadn't insisted in introducing me to all of her daughters. Amelia was the prettiest, I believe. Though I think Catherine took quite a liking to you. Catherine took a liking to everyone at the party. She's as fickle as her mother. She'll likely marry a Krondor if she can find anyone not tied in the marital knot. True enough. Say, I thought you said you were from Tiburn. Why are you taking this route home? Kind of a long way around, isn't it? Well, yes, but I had to meet up with my uncle, Locklear, here, and my other friend here is an elf, Thorgath. They decided that it would be nice for me to take a tour with them down to Hawk's Hollow. Down to Hawk's Hollow. I hear it's lovely at this time of year. What are you up to? I'm looking to cash in a reward, actually. When I was on my way up to Yavin last month, I found a chest in this area, but I couldn't pick the lock on the thing. I figured it wasn't meant to be, and I left off. Thing is, all through the Duchess's party, I couldn't help but think about it. I had chest on the brain. That's really funny. I don't really care what's in it, but I have to pick that lock. Nearest town's Innsbruck. We can talk, but we'll do that later. Right now we're saying goodbye. We'll find him again here. He'll be there. He'll stay there for the rest of the chapter, I think. Oh, no, wrong thing. I want to bookmark. I wanted to bookmark, damn it. I love bookmarking. It keeps me sane or insane, call it what you will. And this is it, folks. This is what I want to show you before we cut off Lamut. So, this is what the blue towns look like. The path turned. Locklear studied the road before them, saw it slithered into the distance like a giant snake before descending, eventually into a large town. Lamut, Owen says. Do you think we should go in for supplies? Yes. And this is what the bigger towns look like. They have these areas. You have little things that you can sometimes check out. You can go to the inn. There's a keep up there that I can visit. There's a shop there. Shop, inn. Sometimes they have multiple shops, many things. That sort of thing. Exit. In many ways, the town looked like something created on an alcoholic binge. Rude dwarven shacks smashed up against delicate elven shops, while weird Serani taverns grew from a press of kingdom-style dwellings. A sign outside the city gate had summed it up well. All who visit Lamut are equal, for in Lamut, all is equally queer. Alright. I'm gonna see if I can... Oh, escape actually brings you out, so we'll save it here. Now that you've seen Lamut, and I think that's a really good introduction to Krondor. You've seen some of the combat, you've seen some of the game mechanics that are pretty cool. The conversations, clearly you can tell at this point, I hope, that the conversations in this game are amazing. The writing is incredible, the characters, the story, everything, memorable, amazing. The music is quite good. Hopefully you're enjoying the music. I definitely recommend that you check this game out and play it if you have not. Seriously, greatest game ever. Probably number one. Let's just call it the best game of all time. So thanks so much for watching, and I might decide to actually do a couple more episodes of this because it is just an incredibly fun game, so this might turn into a Let's Play at some point. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye!